why this generation is the final generation according to the Bible. Now you might be saying, everyone says that since Jesus' time, they've all been saying this is the end. Well, there's a reason why this generation is different. And also, people that do say that don't even realize that they're actually fulfilling prophecy. When in 2 Peter says that there'll be mockers who are saying, where is this promise coming? Everything has remained the same from our ancestors' time until now. But there is a reason why this generation is different. You have to go back to Matthew 24, where Jesus is describing the signs of the times of the end. And he talks about when the fig tree blooms, you know summer is near. But then he says this remarkable statement. When he says, the generation that sees these signs begin, surely that generation will not pass away until all is fulfilled. So the reason why this is the only time, this is the only generation who can truly say this is the end and the signs have started, is because this is the generation where Israel has now become a nation again. Since 1948, Israel is now a nation, and Jerusalem was to come back to the capital in 1967. Any time before these two signs came, that generation could not accurately say that was the final one. You needed to have the fig tree bloom. You needed to have the start. And that is Israel becoming a nation again, which is very important for all end time prophecy, of course, but that was the fig tree that Jesus was talking about. So the generation that sees those signs begin, they surely will not pass away. Don't forget how Jesus talks about that the end times is like a woman going into labor. Well, any woman or any husband who had a pregnant wife will know that once those contractions start, once labor starts, it does not slow down. It picks up and picks up until the baby comes forth. So we are now seeing these signs picking up and picking up. And even just going further into end time prophecy, if you look at the technology we now have to actually incorporate the mark of the beast, how there's going to be a one world system where everybody has to have a mark on their forehead or their arm, that can only be done now with technology. Or any of these other signs, like how it talks about that the witnesses would be seen all throughout the earth. And that's only possible now where the whole earth can see something happening in real time. There's many other signs that are now only able to be possible with our generation. But really what Jesus said about Israel and Jerusalem being the start and that generation won't pass away, we surely know that means our generation is it. So that means let's get right before God. Let's repent. Let's make sure we're about our Father's business and doing the work of the kingdom before the King of all kings returns.